this video, I'm going to explain how play and earn will work in Townstar, and then talk about the best NFTs to get before Townstar play and earn returns. Here are some key points I need to make. These are my personal opinions. This video is to help new players and players returning to the game. You do not have to spend any money in this game in order to play and earn. Townstar's new play and earn model is set to return sometime in February of 2023, along with a new version of Townstar. And the information I discussed in this video may be subject to change once a new version of Townstar comes out, so I plan to make a more updated version of this video in the near future. I'm going to work on a lot of similar videos like this one in the near future, so if you do enjoy them, remember to leave a like, and feel free to leave a comment on what you would like to see next. Very well, let's begin. Part 1 will be about how play and earn will work in Townstar. For the majority of players, there will be two main ways to play and earn in Townstar. Number 1 is daily challenges using reward NFTs, and number 2 is competitions. I'll cover the daily challenges first. This method requires you to own a reward NFT. That is an NFT that is eligible to earn town points from challenges. You could get a reward NFT from purchasing it from a secondary market such as OpenSea, trading with other players, or purchasing Gala Gold in order to receive the Express Depot NFT. The reward NFT must be on the Jiri blockchain. That is all that's required. You do not have to hold any Gala or anything else. As of recording this video, there is no way to bridge your Townstar NFTs to Jiri. Once there is, I'll make a video for it, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. If you played Townstar before, then you're probably familiar with how daily challenges work. You sell items, get points, and after getting enough points, you'll complete the challenge and you'll be able to claim town points if you have reward NFTs placed on the town. Each reward NFT gives a set amount of town points. For example, the Express Depot gives 1 town point. The Alpha Fountain OK gives 8 town points. If I were to complete the daily challenge with both of these NFTs placed on the town, I would collect 9 town points, which would convert to a share of Gala the following day that would automatically be sent to my wallet as Gala in the Jiri blockchain. That's all there is to it as far as we know right now. Eventually, the challenges will get harder or more specific than just selling any item to get a certain amount of points. If you want to know which NFTs are considered reward NFTs and want to find out how many town points they qualify for, or to see the utility of the NFTs, check out the Townstar playbook. I will leave a link to it on the description. This is a resource I created that will give you all the information you need to know regarding everything about Townstar. Next, I'll cover competitions. This method has no requirements other than being skilled enough to play the game in a competitive manner, which also involves understanding how to work around rule changes, or as the community refers to it, the competition meta. As far as we know, the current competition trend will continue. There will be a competition every 2 weeks, and the reward for the competition will alternate between an NFT and town points, which will give you a share of Gala. The NFT reward competition, as I like to call it, will probably continue to give a ghost card with a useful utility effect. Eventually, they may give out other NFTs such as parts used to craft a new NFT. This is technically play and earn because you're playing to earn an NFT reward, which you could just sell to another player and get money from doing so. As far as the Gala reward competition, it seems that we will earn town points depending on how many points we earned during the competition, and those town points would then be converted to a share of Gala. It has to be done this way because they won't just give out a flat amount of Gala anymore, since the amount that gets distributed depends on how much Gala is being spent on the game. So that explains the two main ways to play and earn in Townstar. A question you may be asking is, how much Gala can I actually earn every day? Unfortunately, it's very hard to give a clear answer, but I will explain what affects the distributed Gala reward for Townstar. The amount of town points you get, which determines your share of Gala for the following day, the daily average amount of Gala that is spent on Townstar. This means that the more Gala that is spent on Townstar NFTs or in-game microtransactions, the more Gala will be added to all the reward pools. And the amount of town points being claimed by people playing Townstar. This basically means the less people who complete the daily challenge to get town points, then the greater your share of Gala will be for the town points that you usually get. I believe I have covered everything we know about how Townstar Play and Earn will work. Moving on to part 2, the best NFTs to get for Townstar Play and Earn. Once again, these are my personal opinions, and I will summarize my suggestions at the end of this part. When looking at an NFT, you want to keep the following key points in mind. Is it a reward NFT? If so, how many town points will it give? Does the NFT have good utility? Can the utility be used in any situation? Will you actually use the utility of this NFT? Is it worth the cost to purchase this NFT? And is there a better NFT you could get for a similar price? Yeah, it's a lot to keep in mind. Also, if an NFT is not a reward NFT, you won't get any town points from a daily challenge from it. But if it has really good utility, it will still help you do better in competitions, so you can claim a better reward, so it can pay off over time. Let's look over some of my favorite NFTs first. The water towers and fountains provide passive water to surrounding tiles. The water towers need a road, whereas the fountains do not. However, the water towers do have a higher passive water than the fountains. There are also other passive water NFTs such as the water tank, Gala turntable, and death row records. Let's examine a regular water tower. Is it a reward NFT? Yes, it is, and it gives 11 town points. Does the NFT have good utility? Yes, it has 3 passive water, better than an in-game pond that gives 2 passive water. However, the only setback is that it needs a road next to it, but it's easy to work around that in my opinion. Can the utility be used in any situation? Yes, passive water is literally used in every type of situation. You will always need water to grow trees, which you need to get wood to build and craft just about anything. Will you actually use the utility of this NFT? Once again, yes, you will always use it. From the start to the end of the build, the utility of this NFT will provide an advantage. Is it worth the cost to purchase this NFT? This variable changes over time, so you may have to do some research on what other NFTs are selling for to decide for yourself. At the time of recording this video, a water tower can cost you between $50 to $70. This will most likely change over time, of course. Considering it's eligible for town points from the daily challenge, and it has good utility that'll always be useful, I'd say it's a good NFT for any new player to pick up. Is there a better NFT you could get for a similar price? Once again, you'll have to research this for yourself. Check out similar NFTs like Alpha Fountain Good with the same utility but a higher town point earnings, or check out a rare water tower with better utility. Of course, the better the NFT, the more expensive it will be. So this is completely dependent on your budget. So yes, I love water NFTs. It's actually a good NFT to have multiples of, but there are other very good NFTs that you should consider having one of each. Weed stands. They provide passive weeds to surrounding tiles. This may sound silly, but even a regular weed stand can be really useful, being able to provide 2 passive weeds in order to instantly craft feed from feed mills or craft flour from windmills. Let's quickly examine a regular weed stand. It's a reward NFT that gives 14 town points. The utility is good, giving 2 passive weed. It won't solve all your problems, but it will help. Unfortunately, the utility cannot be used in every situation. You won't always need weed or feed or flour in a build, but it's usually very helpful even if it's used to quickly craft flour at the start to get some fast starting cash. Just because you may not use it in every build doesn't mean it's bad. In fact, you will find yourself using a wheat stand NFT plenty of times if you own one. At the time of recording this video, a wheat stand can cost you between $120 to $180. If you have that kind of budget, it's a good NFT to have considering it's eligible for town points, and it offers a utility that is not comparable to anything in the game. There is nothing in the game you can build to get passive wheat. It's only available from the wheat stand NFTs. Like other NFTs, consider buying a higher rarity version if it's within your budget, as it will offer a higher town point earning reward and will have better utility. And another really good NFT is the passive oil NFTs, which are also referred to as the haunted NFTs. These consist of the haunted crypt, haunted graveyard, haunted east wing, haunted west wing, haunted porch, and haunted main tower. I will first be discussing the haunted crypt and graveyard NFTs, as they are the cheapest option and give one passive crude oil. They both have the exact same earning potential and utility. It's a reward NFT that gives 14 town points. The utility is somewhat good, giving one passive crude oil. Having just one won't solve your problems, but it will cut the amount of crude oil you need to craft petroleum in half. If you did own two, you can place them next to each other and have a small area that supplies two passive crude oil instead, completely eliminating the need to craft crude oil for petroleum or for energy from a power plant, which is very useful. The utility will be used in almost every situation, with some exceptions. If you play a desert biome, you will have the oil seep, which provides 4 passive crude oil, and you may want to decide to use that instead of the NFT, since it has a much greater area of effect. If you use some high-class NFTs such as the Green Dragon Express that allows you to sell items without using any gasoline, you may not need to craft petroleum, therefore you may not even use this NFT. At the time of recording this video, a haunted crypt or graveyard can cost you between $60 to $100. Considering it has the same town point earning potential as a wheat stand and still has good utility, it is a good NFT to have. If you do have a bigger budget, I recommend checking out the haunted east wing, haunted west wing, or haunted porch, as these provide 2 passive crude oil, which is much more convenient to work with to craft petroleum with. The haunted porch is more expensive and it has an even higher town point earning rate, and it also produces pumpkins on a fixed time. I try to go in depth with those examples to give you an idea of what to look for and what to think about when looking for NFTs. Now I'm going to talk about the best NFTs I recommend in terms of utility. None of the following NFTs I'm going to talk about earn any town points from daily challenges and are considered effect cards. Mirandus Skins. Having one Mirandus Skin NFT from each of the 10 different packs will provide a huge bonus to unit movement speeds and a reduced craft time. This utility will be useful in all situations. You can check out my video titled Mirandus Skins Explained for more information. Enchanted Ornaments. There are 12 different enchanted ornaments with different rarities. They can provide 2 different utilities: reduced global wages and reduced building costs. This utility will be useful in all situations. If you own all 12 enchanted ornaments, you will receive the max bonus possible. The Great Woodlands Ghost card. This NFT will reduce the amount of time it takes trees to grow, or in other words, reduce the craft time for wood. This was a reward for the December 2022 Boom Canes competition. Depending on when you're watching this video, this reward may not have been sent out just yet. This NFT is going to be extremely useful in just about every situation, as you will always need trees in your build. And this effect card can reduce the amount of trees that you will need, which will allow you to further improve the efficiency of your builds. This NFT comes in different rarities from common to ancient, so I would suggest going for the highest rarity that you are willing to get with your budget. And finally, here are 3 honorable mentions. These are placeable NFTs that I find to be very useful and budget friendly. The Express Depot. It has a lower delivery time than the regular depot and typically uses less gas per cell, but it will still always use at least 1 gas lane per cell. It also qualifies for 1 town point from daily challenges. Rare Water Pump. It provides 3 passive water jumps to nearby objects only, but being able to just place it down without having to build it is a really nice perk. It doesn't qualify for town points from daily challenges. And Feedbot. It will quickly move wheat to feed mills to craft feed, and move feed to troughs. The Feedbot works best if you also own a wheat stand NFT to craft fast feed. The Feedbot building casts 0 shade, which is very useful. It doesn't qualify for town points from daily challenges either. In summary, here are the best NFTs I recommend for Townstar Play and Earn. Water towers or any passive water NFTs. Wheat stands. Passive crude oil NFTs such as Haunted Crypt, Graveyard, East Wing, West Wing, or Porch. Mirandus Skins, Enchanted Ornaments, Great Woodlands Ghost Card, Express Depot, Rare Water Pump, and Feedbot. That's it for the best NFTs to get for Townstar Play and Earn. I hope you found this video informative. As mentioned before, leaving a like on this video will show me that you enjoyed the content, and leaving a comment lets me know what feedback you may have or suggestions on what you'd like me to cover next. I appreciate all your support. Thanks for watching.